Morning, students. Today we will do Unit 9, Chapter 18, Going to Buy a Book. So let's read it. Going to buy a book. One day, grandfather gave my brother and me some money. Go and buy books, he said. We were both very happy. We both love to read. Should we go now? Should we go later? Should we go today? So we were very confused as the grandfather gave money to us. Okay, so they were very confused, okay, to the kids. Should we go now? Should we go later? Should we go today? Should we go tomorrow? We decided to go right now. So the kids decided to go then and there to a bookshop. So let's see what do they do in the bookshop. Should we go to the big market? Should we go to the small shop? Should we go with somebody? Should we go alone? We decided to go to the small shop, just the two of us. We like the small bookshop. It is small, but it has many books. The man in the shop likes us. He always helps us. So they thought that or they were confused whether they should go to a big market or a small shop, or they should go with somebody or they should go alone. And finally, what they decided? They decided to go all alone in a small shop, the little bookshop. Okay, now after reaching the bookshop again, they were confused. Should I buy a book with lots of pictures? Should I buy a book with lots of stories? Should I buy a thin book? I could not decide. So they weren't able to decide. They were still thinking whether to buy picture storybook, whether to buy books with lots of stories, whether to buy a fat book or to buy a thin book. They couldn't decide. They were so confused, just like the little boy. We did not know which book to buy. The man in the box smiled at us. Relax, come with me, he said. These books are about animals. Those are about machines. Those over there are about wars. Take what you want. So there were a variety of books in the bookshop. Few books were stories about animals for the kids. Few books were stories about machines, different kinds of machines. And also there were books related to wars. Okay. So he said, take whatever you feel like. So again, their confusion was a little bit, like they were a little bit relaxed. I picked some books. My brother picked some books. I sat on the floor. He sat on the chair, and we read and we read and we read. And after the kids got the book, the way we do, isn't it? When we get the book, a new book, storybook, what do? We sit and read, isn't it? So they sat on the floor and they started reading it, okay? Um, and the books were about pictures. There were lots of pictures in the books. It was very quiet. There was no sound. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed. Finally, we knew which books to buy. The man in the bookshop smiled at us. I got a fat book with many stories. My brother got a big book with many pictures. So, they both finally decided after passing 2 hours there that what they need to buy. So what they bought, bought a fat book with many stories, and brother bought a big book with many pictures, because isn't it, stories, the pictures told stories, isn't it? We ran home to our grandfather. We climbed on his bed. He put his arms around us, and then we read and read and read. So, this is taken from Rukmini Banerjee. And there are new words as well. So, you will write this again in your copy, and you will write the new words: alone, bookshop, machines, finally, and climbed. Okay, can you see the grandchildren happy with their grandfather reading books? Have a good day. Bye bye.